So this might be a bit of a controversial one. Not really controversial, but I know like people might have a lot to say about it. Insecure people might have a lot to say about it, and that's okay. But my pretty girls are gonna get it. And it's more than that, so just like listen. When you are the triple threat, and when I say triple threat, I mean when you are very pretty, like very attractive, really smart, confident, your chances of finding a man are slim to none.
And Slim just died.
And I know I rave on about insecurity in men, and I do so because it is such a big thing. I feel like it's a bigger thing that people are giving it like attention for and credit for. So when you are quote unquote the triple threat, very few men have the confidence and the security to want to date you and to be with you and to try and talk to you. 1 out of 3, even 2 out of 3 of the qualities I just mentioned is enough for a guy to feel adequate enough to speak to you. But all 3, I'm telling you right now, it's close to impossible. It's close to impossible. Think about it. Guys, think about that one girl you think, wow, this girl's like insane. Like, I don't understand why she's single. Think about those 3 things I just said. I bet you she has them all. I bet you she has them all. And in turn, when you think about the beautiful women that just so happen to always be in relationships, so happen to always date these higher value men, or does she possess all 3 of the traits that I mentioned? Probably not. Probably not. And this isn't even to like shame no one, be mean. And honestly, sometimes I think like, damn, like sometimes I wish I was just like a dumb bitch with a pretty face. Then I feel like dating would be so much easier, honestly.
I don't know how these people are in real life, but on the internet, these women are allergic to accountability. And this triggers delusion. So they come up with all of these complicated reasons on why they don't have a man. The reason you don't have a man is because you're not prioritizing the qualities that men find attractive beyond the surface. Yes, if you're pretty, then that will make a man say, oh, let me go talk to her. But if when a man comes and talks to you, you're not friendly and you don't want to have a conversation, then that's a turnoff. If you're smart, that will make a man say, hey, let me have a conversation with her. But if that turns into debates and going back and forth about viewpoints, that's going to turn a man off. If you say you're confident, but that comes off as you being arrogant, meaning that you look down on him or you think you are better than him, that's not going to translate well. I can almost guarantee the triple threat that this woman is talking about translates to this. A pretty woman is conceited, a smart woman is combative, and a confident woman is arrogant. And this inability to be introspective is the reason why so many modern women are having a hard time securing a man.
The way men acted towards me when I said I didn't want to date ugly, broke, or dirty men is exactly why women don't want to walk down the street by themselves at night. Because you're going to punch me in my face and tell me to kill myself because I said I don't like you. And not once did I bring up any specific demographic. And all of these black men are stitching my video, calling me a telling me I'm ugly, talking about I got on makeup, babe, I'm natural.
When they said you was ugly, they probably wasn't talking about your looks. They was probably talking about your personality.
Like, just because some heat hit my roots don't mean it's a wig. Y'all really been like shitting on me a little bit. And I'm gonna let y'all eat though, because I realized my community got a lot of healing to do.
Now we got a lot of healing to do because we responded to your nonsense. This is the problem with this whole healing conversation that be going on. Only an unhealed person would get on the internet and shit on men about their looks. But all of a sudden you want to play the victim card.
Because y'all attacked me and said I was ruining the community, as y'all attacked the innocent black girl who not once called you over here. Okay, I said the word ugly, but I didn't specifically pull you by your neck and say you ugly as shit, don't talk to me. That's how y'all treated me in these comments. But other than that, I say this to say, women, continue to say what you want. You desire quality because you are quality. That is your prerogative. That's what you desire. That is what you deserve, and that is okay. Do not let these poor men who have nothing make you feel like you deserve nothing, because there's a man out there that has probably what you have and a little more, and is going to want to give you the world. And I feel like we all deserve that.
It's an old saying, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
When ugly men shoot their shot at me, it really lowers my self-esteem, because you looked in the mirror this morning and then saw me later on during the day and said, yeah, she want me. She gonna want me, bro. No. That hurt my feelings. Like, I don't know. I just feel like
God forgive me. Let me not talk about your children on the internet, but for real, the message, hopefully you understood it.
So what was my point in playing all of that? The first woman blamed women not being able to get a man based off them being the triple threat. But that's not why women can't get a man. The reason why women can't get a man when they think they are a triple threat is because of their terrible attitude. And then when you say something to them about their attitude, they tell you need healing. They tell you that you intimidated, all because you decided to check them on their toxic attitude. We talking about gaslighting at its finest. But the reason why I don't get upset about it is because I know karma's a bitch. Check this out.
Please tell me this isn't true. Please. Someone tell me that this was found out to be fake, because it's like just a level of dystopia that I just couldn't have imagined. Like, I know that we're living in the worst timeline, but this is just so insidious. So it says, like, woman gets stood up on a date, finds out the restaurant tricked her into eating dinner alone. And what happened was she found out there are restaurants now posing as people on dating apps just so you go to their business, and once you get stood up, they know that probably 9 times out of 10 that you're going to buy something from them. Initially, I was like, I worked in hospitality for like years and years and years and years, and this just doesn't seem like a thing that people would do.
Yo, that's amazing.
You know, you don't want just like single people coming in and ordering like one sad little plate of fries. You want big tables who are going to spend loads of money on alcohol and food. Also, people in hospitality are like run off their feet, so busy all the time, like don't have time to be catfishing people on the internet. So I did like a little like Google. Apparently it's like a whole marketing thing. Like, restaurants can pay marketing companies to do this for them. I'm still hoping that this is just something that was just like wildly exaggerated based on like some small piece of conjecture, because oh, how horrible.
You might be asking yourself, is this a real phenomenon? Yes, it is. Check this out.
Y'all, not the restaurants out here scamming.
Met this guy on a dating app, and he immediately asked me out on a date to a specific restaurant. He confirmed day of. I get to the restaurant and see that he's nowhere to be found. So I reach out, no response. I check the app and notice that he unmatched me. At that point, I was a little confused, and I was kind of pissed because I was already dressed and I got all the way there. And because I had put in so much effort, I thought I might as well just have a meal while I am in the building. And it wasn't until I got home when I was scrolling Facebook and I saw a very similar story from a girl at that same restaurant who also got stood up. She found out that there are restaurants now posing as people on dating apps, just so you go to their business, and once you get stood up, they know that probably 9 times out of 10 that you're going to buy something from them. And that just blew my mind.
So she had posted 2 screenshots in that video, and this is the first one. The person said, "Don't waste your time with this one, ladies." Talking about this guy by the name of Antonio, which we believe is a bot. You can pause to read it, but in a nutshell, he told her that he had to cancel the first time, and then the second time, he told her to go to this specific restaurant. She goes, he doesn't show up, so she stays and has dinner and a drink. And then that's when they went further down the rabbit hole to find out this restaurant actually had partnered up with some bot app to create fake bots on dating apps to lure women and probably men into the restaurants so that when they get stood up, there's a high likely chance that they're just going to stay and eat. Because why else were you going to dinner, right? But y'all, it's not new. It's actually a phenomenon. And it was first found out that it was occurring in India, or the Delhi area. And this guy by the name of Archet Gupta, and I hope I'm saying his name right, had posted this story time on Twitter literally just like a week ago, and basically said that he had got stood up at this restaurant by this quote unquote girl, which he believes is a bot, and he ended up paying like 15,000 rupees or whatever that converts to in US dollars. But yeah, he got stood up, and then he realized this is a bot. But there's a name for it. They're called food diggers, and it's restaurants that partner with bot apps, right? So the restaurants create these bots across all the dating sites, all of them, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, and they create these fake, y'all, this is insane. Like, I knew restaurants had it down bad, right? When nobody was going to Cheesecake Factory, but this This is something else. And you can pause to read this, but apparently it has been happening all over Reddit, all over Twitter. Like now it's made its way here to TikTok. And if you go to r/India, the entire thread is a bunch of men and women being basically scammed by a bunch of food diggers across India. And now it's made its way to the US. Y'all be safe out there because these restaurants are getting dirty.
Oh, how sweet karma is. Maybe y'all will consider going on them coffee dates now. Maybe you'll consider a walk around the park. Things where you can actually get to know somebody. We all know women doing foodie calls. We all know women finessing men. So how about this? Stop going out on dates where you don't intend on paying. Because at the end of the day, if you show up to the restaurant and the man don't show up, at least you was planning to eat anyways. Go ahead and grab you a plate. They didn't make you buy no food. You bought food on your own. You saying it's a scam because really you was intending on using the man's money to eat instead of using your own. Now, because you had to pay a little $25, it's a scam.
Women are afraid to spend their money. Women love spending other people's bread. They might have some money in their pocket, but they want to spend your money. Or they might go out without even $1 in their pocket, knowing that you about to pay for it and that everything about to be free. Women will order the most expensive shit. They might order 2 or 3 things, big boy shit, and barely eat it. Eat a couple bites. You must don't come from humble beginnings. We don't do this where I'm from. We eat. What are you doing? If it was on your dollar, if it was on your wallet, you ain't looking at the menu the same way you looking at it when I'm paying. You ain't ordering unconsciously, ordering drinks back to back to back. Do that when it's on your time. Do that when it's on your dime. When it's on your dollar. But just because they know you paying, they gonna order up. Oh yeah, I want this. Yeah, I want that. Order up. Stop trying me. I'm not your fucking wallet.
Who bought you those shades?
These shades? My sugar daddy.
Did you have to give them sugar for that?
Never be afraid to ask men in El Paso for money. These men are so ugly, they will always pay up. These shades, this man was wrong. He's gonna pay for them. He's gonna pay for it, babe. You better not ask him for money.
Hey.
My bad, bro. The interview, but you gotta pay the tab.
Go sell your shades. Go sell the shades. Go sell those shades.
All right, let's go.
Hey, bro, she didn't even pay for her drink. Hey, she gotta go back and pay for her drink.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
There's no chivalry. There's no, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be in love. I want to get married. Oh, no, because you all said men are trash. You don't need men. You don't need men.
If you like this video, I got another video very similar to this one called "This is Why Men Don't Approach Women Anymore." Click the link below to check that video out. Also, man, I have a shorts channel called QB Clips, CUE-B Clips. I see y'all over there. Peace.